In this video, I will be going to cover multi-query retriever. Multi-query retriever is used when you have ambiguous queries in your scenario. What do you mean by ambiguous query? The queries which may have multiple meanings or the question is not very clear. So in those kind of cases, you can use multi-query retriever. So in case you have ambiguous query, you want more coverage or reach over the documents. So normal vector store retrievers may not perform very good over the document search, but multi-query retriever may perform better because that ambiguous query will be broken into multiple queries. Because a single query is broken into multiple queries, so it will provide more coverage or reach over the documents as compared to the normal vector store retriever. So how it works, that I will be going to explain you with the help of a diagram. Suppose this is ambiguous query, how can I stay healthy? So this is a very general query, it is not specific, it can have multiple meanings. Maybe the person is asking for the best diet, maybe the person is asking more about physical activity or the stress management. So you see this particular query is broken into many specific queries. So this is a general query and this query is broken into many specific queries. Now to convert this ambiguous query or general query into specific query, I took the help of LLM. Suppose I use OpenAI model and using the OpenAI model, I converted this general query to many specific queries. Now suppose LLM converted this general query into 3 specific query. So for these specific 3 queries, retriever process will happen. So you can use any retriever, like you can use normal retriever, which is vector store retriever, or you can use MMR retriever. So it is your choice to get the documents for each and every query. So for the best diet, you will get some documents. For the physical activities, you will get some documents, and for the stress management, you will get some documents. Now some of the documents, if you see, they are common, like document 1 is common, document 2 is common. So what will happen then? Merging of these documents and deduplication of the documents will happen and you will be going to get the final result. So this is the whole process of multi-query retriever. So first, general query is broken into multiple specific queries and that will be done by LLM. So you have to specify the LLM model to do that. Then each and every specific query will produce the document with the help of a retriever. So you have to mention the name of the retriever, whether you are using the normal vector store retriever or MMR retriever. So you have to tell that. So based on that retriever algorithm, each specific query will be going to return the documents. Then these documents will be merged and deduplication will happen because there are some common documents, and then you will be going to get the final result. Now suppose in the retriever you have given k equal to 4. So here you are getting 4 documents fine, here you are getting 4 documents fine, here you are getting 4 documents fine. So it does not mean that you will only get 4 documents here. No, you may get more than 4 documents also here, because here all these documents are merged and deduplicated. After that you may get more than 4 documents in the result also. So when you use this multi-query retriever, then you have to keep 2 things in mind. First, you have to use one large language model. Let's say you can use GPT 3.5 Turbo. Now you have newer models also, but I prefer this because it is cheaper. And you also need to use one base retriever. Base retriever can be your normal vector store, or you may use MMR retriever. Before showing you the practical of this, let me show you what kind of document I will be going to use. So here, this is the list of document which I will be going to use. I am only using page content, I am not using metadata in this case. So if you notice, there are some tourist places Paris, Rome, Switzerland, Tokyo, Bali, Thailand, some of the tourist places in New York, Canada, etc. And then there are some irrelevant contents which are not related to tourist places. And here, human heart, Einstein, Python, coffee, some of the other contents. But my query, which is my ambiguous query, what are the best places to visit? That's very ambiguous. This general query may be converted into many specific queries like what are the best tourist destinations, or it can be converted into what are the must visit places, something like that. So that will be done by LLM. Then what I will do, I will use normal retriever to show you the result, and I will also use multi-query retriever to show you the result. So you will find that multi-query retriever has more coverage over the documents as compared to the normal retriever. So that practical I will be going to show you. Now you see I have created a file which is multiquery.py, and first I will be going to import the FAISS class. So I will be going to write from LangChain underscore community dot vector store. I will be going to import the FAISS class from LangChain underscore OpenAI. I will be going to import the two classes. One is OpenAI embedding models, and I will also import this time Chat OpenAI, because using Chat OpenAI I will use GPT 3.5 Turbo, which will be going to break my ambiguous query into multiple specific queries. Also, I am using the documents. So from langchain.schema, I will be going to import the documents. That's fine. Also, I need to load the API keys. So I will write from .env import load.env. Also, I need multi-query retriever. So multi-query retriever class is present under LangChain dot retrievers dot multi-query, and I will be going to import the multi-query retriever. First I will be going to call this function load.env function, and I will be going to create one LLM model object which is equal to chat OpenAI, and the name of the model is GPT-3.5-turbo. Also, I need to create the embeddings object. So I will be going to call this OpenAI embeddings class, and here the model name is equal to text hyphen embeddings hyphen. This time let's say I use 3 large. So a better model I'm using for generating the embeddings. So now I need my list of documents that I have already shown you. What is the list of my documents? So I directly paste my list of documents here. So docs is equal to, these are the list of documents I have. They are all comma separated if you notice here, and this is the whole list, and this is my ambiguous query which I will be going to ask. So all these things I have pasted here. Now you see I will be going to generate the embeddings using FAISS class. I have already shown you how to do is you just type FAISS. After that you have to write from documents, and here first you have to pass the list of documents. So here you write documents is equal to docs. Then it is asking me the embedding. So you see for this I have already created the embeddings object which is text embeddings 3 large. So I will be going to use this embeddings object, and you see that will be my vector store, and you see all these embeddings will be in memory. So that's fine. Now I will be going to create a base retriever For the base retriever, you know how to create it. You just do the vector store object and dot. You have to write as retriever, and this time I am not giving search keyword arguments. By default, if you do not give any value in it, the value of k will be 4. So that's fine, I keep it 4. So that is my base retriever. But I need multi-query retriever also. So you see, I have already created the class which is multi-query retriever here. I will paste this class. After that, you have to write a function which is from LLM, and inside the from LLM you need retriever, and you have to type the base retriever. So you see, first you have to set the retriever. So my retriever is this base retriever, which is normal vector store retriever. I'm not using MMR retriever right now. So here I am writing base retriever. Then you also need which LLM model you are using. So that also I have already created LLM model, which is GPT 3.5 Turbo Object. So here I am typing LLM model. So you see, my multi-query retriever is created. It requires two things only. Number one, which LLM model will be going to use, because this LLM model will convert general query or ambiguous query into specific query. And then each and every specific query needs the retriever to extract the documents. So this is the base retriever or vector store retriever I am using to extract the documents which is required by each and every specific query. So that's fine. Now what I will do, I will be going to equate it with retriever. So let's say I call it retriever underscore multi. That is a name I have given, so that's fine. Now you see, I will be going to invoke both the retriever. I will be going to invoke the base retriever also, and I will be going to invoke this multi-query retriever as well. Here I will be going to pass the query, and I will be going to equate it with the result 1. So this is result number 1, which is basically normal vector store retriever, and I want to show you what kind of result it gives. Similarly, I will copy this and paste it again, and this is the result 2, and instead of base retriever I will be going to use retriever underscore multi. So I paste that. So you see, both the results are created now, and now I will be going to display you both the results. So first I will be going to print result from vector store retriever, and I will be going to use for loop, and I will write r comma I in enumerate result 1, and I will be going to print the results. So I will write result. I think I have to reverse it, so I did some mistake here. I put I here and I need to put R here. So enumerate will provide the indexing to the list of elements, and the indexing will start from 0. So that is why I have written I plus 1. So result 1 it will be going to print, then result 2 it will be going to print, and so on. And I want to print the page content of it. So I will do r dot page content. So this kind of code I have already shown you. So I copy this and paste it again, and the second time result from multi-query retriever, and instead of result 1 I will be going to change to result 2, and rest of the code will remain the same. So let me run both the commands and let's see the output. So here I got the error, text embeddings 3 large does not exist. I did a small mistake here. It is not embeddings, it is embedding. So that is a mistake I did. Because of that I am getting this error, the model does not exist. So that's okay, let me run it again. So this is the result I have got from the vector store retriever. So I have got 4 results only because I told you the value of k is 4 for the normal case, and if you notice the multi-query result, I have got more than 4 retrievers. So it shows that it has more coverage over the documents as compared to the normal retriever. I also want to see internally this ambiguous query is broken into what kind of queries. I have retriever underscore multi. After that I need to write LLM chain, and after that I need to write the invoke function, and in the invoke I need to pass a dictionary where you see I have to give a key value pair which is question, and after that I have to pass my query. So this is my query, which is what are the best places to visit. So I will equate it with expanded queries, and you see I will be going to print those expanded queries. Let me just run it. So before that, let me write here list of specific queries. So this is what I have written here, and then I will be going to print those specific queries. So let me run this command again. So this time you see I have got 6 results, and whatever the result the first one has covered, I think all the results are covered in this also, and just few extra results. After that, these are the list of specific queries. Number 1, which destinations are highly recommended to explore. So my query, which was what are the best places to visit, is broken into many specific queries like which destinations are highly recommended to explore, where should I go for most memorable travel experiences, can you suggest top rated attractions and landmarks worth visiting. This expanded queries has produced similar list of specific queries, but it is not guaranteed to be the exact same ones that were used when you call the retriever mult.invoke function, because this is a separate call and this is a separate call. So for the same question, different results will be created because it's a separate call and it's a separate call. So both are separate calls. Just I want to show you with the help of this command that what kind of specific queries are created internally or in the background. So if I summarize, so multi-query retriever, what is the purpose? The purpose is that it has more coverage or reach over the documents. Why it has more coverage or reach? Because it will break down the ambiguous query into many specific queries. So if you have a situation where you are using the ambiguous queries, then go for multi-query retriever as compared to normal vector store.